Good morning and welcome to the Wednesday morning cuppa. It is a beautiful day here, tad overcast, but actually really, really nice. We're enjoying that. And we binned the podcast last night because there was too many bits where someone was trying to speak to me like I was a stupid person. So yeah, that got ousted. I get what they're trying to do, but no. So yes, we gave that a miss. This morning I have been to Tesco's and wasn't impressed with the reduced section. However, I did get myself some fresh stuff. So hopefully this afternoon we will actually be making things. That would be good. But yeah, we're bright eyed and bushy tailed this morning. The world is a happy place. I have my tea, of course. I have my cool bag in the back. Um, Kathleen's off today. She brushed the dog yesterday. Obviously, floofy dog. The dog still doesn't like getting brushed. Probably because she's a lot of hair. I get that. Um, and Kathleen took a photo of how much hair she'd taken off her. My goodness. But that meant she didn't have her collar on this morning. So I went to go and take her out for her morning walk, lifted the collar, and she went belting up to the stairs, jumped on top of Kathleen, and hid on the other side of her bed. So yeah, that's Kathleen's department. She can use the harness or whatever, but I was just like, yeah, okay. So that was a bright eyed and bushy tail this morning. Um, that would be a pigeon that was on the grass there that then decided to fly right past us. So there you go. Um, I'm hoping I get the half day this afternoon. However, I do know that it's rather busy at work, so I might be finishing a bit later. But I have plans for getting stuff sorted. Um, it's not plans for getting stuff sorted. I've got like lettuce and cucumber there, and I bought a cabbage. I want to make my own coleslaw, probably my own mayonnaise, etc., etc. Because obviously, with being away for the weekend, there was nothing prepped for this week at all, um, because it was all a bit sudden. So yeah, got a few bits, and that's what we're hoping to be doing this afternoon. Um, we'll get there. It's not that big a deal. So yes, but I noticed today. Does anybody else notice people's walks? Seems I am quite conscious of them. I seem to immediately decide what kind of person you are by the way you walk. So it would seem. Because I saw somebody with a very distinctive walk today and I was very, very opinionated about them very, very quickly. Never seen them before, don't have a clue who they are, but opinion was made because of the way they walked. And I was like, oh, that's really not very good. To decide that person is obviously this kind of person when all you've seen is them walk. And I remember years ago when I was young and impressionable, um, when you're young and you're starting to look at boys when you're a female. And I remember there was a whole thing about I'm not being seen with that kind of walk. No, not having that walking beside me. It was a whole thing I had. Very weird. My mum at was height, she would never contemplate anyone who was the same height or smaller than her. She was pretty obsessed about that. Um, that absolutely wasn't the done thing at all. Me, it seems to be walks. Um, so yeah, that was the that was my little adventure this morning driving into work was looking because of course once you see that, you then start watching everybody else and you're like, yeah, no, don't like that one. Oh, that one's quite good. That one makes them look like this. That one makes them look like that. And you just start people watching. It's not a good thing if you're driving a lot, but when you're sitting in the queues in the actual streets of the town, it's not too bad. So yeah, that's been my morning so far. So I am going to go and get myself sorted for work, and I will catch you later.